Okay, people and places, it's Dr. Mama K. We are at the E87 in Delft. But I'm not going to be the one to tell you what today is about. I've got one of the organizers who is here to tell us what today is about. Sister, tell us who you are and how you're involved with today's event.
Good afternoon, I'm Sister Laban. I'm working at Touching Nations. Touching Nations is an NGO that's working in the whole of Delft. We do have different projects. We got the CBS, which is the home-based care side, where we have nurses that goes out to the clients' houses to do full washes, do wound care, and assist them with their daily living activities. And then at Mandela Peace Park, Zoe's and Blikkiesdorp, we also have 3 wellness sites where we give family planning, and we have the HTS testing and screening. And then here at Mandela Peace Park, we have the TAT project where they are doing the sputum collection for the TB. And then we have our other project that is also here today, the victim empowerment program that is also here.
Okay, just walk us through some of what we're
First of all, this is people that is part of our CBS, our home-based carers.
Okay.
They are busy doing the blood pressures, the AGTs, which is the sugar levels.
Right.
And they're taking the weights of the clients. If they are clients with any abnormalities, we do have a catch and match referral system, like this one that is here. This is our referral form, which we refer the clients to the facility if there's any abnormalities.
Right. How important is it to take your blood pressure? Because a lot of people, you know, it's called a silent killer, but a lot of people think, no, I don't have a headache. You know, they think you get an headache for you to know your blood pressure is up. How important is it for people to take their blood pressure?
Yes, it's very important for clients to do their blood pressures because, as you said, the high blood pressure is a silent killer. So you might not have signs and symptoms at the moment, but I think like twice a month or maybe weekly if you can. We have the wellness sites here where they can come and do the observations.
And it's free?
Yes, it's free. We don't, it's free of charge. We don't charge anything. And if the people that is on chronic medication that belongs to the clubs at the different facilities, they collect the medication here and we do the blood pressure checks. So if there is any abnormality, we refer them back to the specific facilities where they belong to. But it's very important to check your blood pressure as well as your sugar levels. Because signs and symptoms for a high blood pressure, most of the people are complaining about headaches and they're complaining about nauseous, dizziness, and they're seeing the stars in front of them. Some of them complains about blurred vision or they are off balance. So it's very important. It is not only the old people, the young people as well. It's important that at least for twice a month that you need to check your blood pressure and your blood sugar levels.
All right. Okay, let's go, sister.
Okay, and then we have QN here. QN is one of our other projects that you have. QN, can you introduce yourself?
I work on the victim empowerment program. So we provide counseling services to the victims of violence and trauma. We work a lot with people who experience GBV, but less with perpetrators of GBV, and then also with any victim of crime. What we try to make people understand is that living in a community with high levels of crime and violence is a stressful experience. It creates anxiety. It doesn't need to happen to you. Just the knowledge that these things are happening in your community gives you a certain mindset that we would like to speak to people about. So
thank you, and well done for you, the work you're doing. Thank you. So we're here now.
Okay, and here, this is the TAT project.
Hello.
As you heard about the TAT, Targeted Universal TB Testing.
Yes.
This is Sister Madela. She is in charge of the project. So at the moment in this gazebo, we're busy recruiting patients for sputum collection for TB. And this is also a service that is rendered every day from Monday to Thursday here at Mandela Peace Park at the wellness site.
Okay. Any time? Between what time and what time?
We are open from 7:30 until 11:30 because there's a cut-off time when the specimens must be at the facility. So from 7:30 until 11:30.
And how important as well, because that's another thing people don't know about with the TB, that you need to test. What are the symptoms? What do you look out for?
Okay, the signs and symptoms of the TB It is when they lose weight. And it's important for us, if you go out to screen the clients in the houses, then just don't ask them, did you lose weight? For us, you must ask, especially if it's a male, then you ask them, show me your belt. How is your belt going around your waist? That is where you can see if that guy lost weight. If it's a lady, then you check on the clothing. Then for sure you will know that this person is really losing weight. And then for TB, there is people that don't have signs and symptoms, the latent TB stage. So it's important if there is a TB patient in the house and you screen the people, that you need to screen all the people that is in the house, yes. But if there is one that is on treatment and all the other people in the house tested negative, they need to be linked up with the facility so that they can be started on TPT. And especially if there is under 5s in the house. It is important that the children need to be screened, because as you know, children don't get TB, they get it from adults. So it's important, that's why if we go out and do the screening, we will always ask, is there under 5s in the house, and that child needs to be linked up to the facility. And then with regards to the signs and symptoms, it's the weight loss, and then you just don't only ask for night sweats. You must ask, is it excessive night sweats? Because you know there's a difference between the night sweats that you have. So it's the weight loss where you ask them about the fitting of their clothes, the excessive night sweats, loss of appetite. If they cough up blood, do they cough for more than 2 weeks? Are they feeling fatigue? Are they tired? And that is the signs and symptoms that we need. We have this gazebo here. We use this one now as the sputum booth, but it's not enclosed. Because you cannot do the sputum specimen in a closed environment. But we only have this one side closed for the people to see from the outside. Yes, and then this mobile clinic, this is our other project. They are the social employment fund. It is young people, and there is of the older people and disabled people that is working in this project. So they is also out in here in the community in Delft. Where they recruiting.
The mobile clinic goes around within Delft?
No, they're not only in Delft. They are in Elsies and Bishop Matroosfontein. Not the whole of Western Cape, it's Delft. Elsies, Matroosfontein, Lousabos, the Rains, that side. They're working there.
So these are for people who can't come to you?
Yes, this is unemployed people that we start to uplift. You give them employment, they do get a stipend also. And they are recruiting people, they are doing what most of the things that we in the CBS are doing, they do get training to look after the people also, the clients at home.
So how do people find out? How can they join? How can they...
At the moment, there's no vacancies available, but they do advertise on social media, and then the participants that is here in the area, they also spread by word of mouth. Okay, here, this is the people of Right to Care. They are promoting medical male circumcision. And then we can ask one of them just to give a short interview in what they are doing.
Okay, we specialize in VMMC, male circumcision, whereas our clinic is actually based in Elsies. Then we heard about Right to Care, Dr. Moyo. Kala Moyo is our senior surgeon at Right to Care. Everything is done for free. We specialize taking boys from 15 years and older. But 15 to 17, the mommy has to go watch it before parental consent. Either the mother or the father. From 18 years upwards, the boy signs for himself. Understand? This is our business course. If the person that we should be interested in circumcision, he makes an appointment, the mommy makes an appointment. Prior, if a person wants to go today, he or she, his mother or the father or the guardian has to book an appointment the night before. So the driver can pick him up, it's free. The actual circumcision is free. And after the circumcision itself, the boy gets a 100 rand voucher just to say thank you. Wow. Because not everybody has something to eat at home. So say thank you. And then a person returns within 2 days. We were going to do on a Monday. He comes back again on a Wednesday for checkup just to make sure everything is fine. And the person returns again for 7 days. But the boys normally goes over the first and the second. So, like I said, our actual clinic is in Elsies, but we also do partner with Delft every single Saturday. Coming Saturday, we try to try to play. Everything is for free. All you need to do is take the code.
You know. I know a lot of us in terms of our African culture and our faith, circumcision is important. And I know some do it at babies, you know, when they're young. Different cultures start at babies, but some wait till, you know, that age. So you start 15.
Because at the age of 15, the boy can take care of himself. Like for instance, after the circumcision on day 3, aftercare, the boy needs to take care of the wound, after wound care. This is also having a pamphlet.
So you show them what they need to do that they're able to.
Yes, and you also give them medical health screening, counseling, testing, everything. The actual fact before the actual circumcision is being done, you first have to qualify in the medical health screening. Sometimes diabetes, cholesterol, and also hypertension of high blood, so the person also will first start with this. Pass that medical test and then we can do it.
So for what was I going to say? What happens if you have a young man who wants to, or a young boy of 15 who wants to, but the mother does not want? Do you get cases like that, or the parent?
The parent.
Yeah. But because you need the consent.
Yes, as a mother of 2 boys that actually being circumcised, I always encourage the mom, especially I'm not racist, encourage the mom. You can mess with anybody else, but don't mess with my boys. As a man can say, we are very protective of our boys. Because those boys must bring me grandchildren. You understand? So I always encourage a mom to say, have your boy circumcised. We were told that you can only control your son and your husband inside. If your boy is having their home parties or whatever, but if the foreskin has been removed, Mama Kay, you can say yourself proudly, whatever happens afterwards is out of my hands. I did my part as a mom to encourage to have the circumcision night, so the foreskin has been removed.
Okay, well, thank you. I can see. Because we need to talk about things like this, and sometimes we don't want to talk about it. But it is important.
Moenie bayar ek.
Hello, hello. Tell us what you're about, what you do here.
We are the learning support teachers here in the Delft area for Circuit 5. Our LSA is Gaino Adrian by the district office.
Sorry, can I stop you? Okay, can you tell us what we're doing here today?
We are the Elson teachers. We are working by the pre-primary schools in Circuit 5.
Okay.
We are giving the learners learning support that has barriers at school. So we are there to provide the learners with extra help in the school. And then we also help the learners and the parents to fill out applications and to refer that learners to special needs schools as well. So we're also here for the community. We have community outreach programs. And one of our programs is C2CH. If I can just show you.
Yeah.
That is what our oldest people do. They are knitting toys for sensory toys for our learners at school. They're also knitting caps for Tigerberg Hospital for the premature babies and stuff. So this is also toys that help the children with sensory at school as well. And then we also run a program with the program Interplay Learning, where we help the children, that is like an exit plan, learners who drop out of school, where they can go to, was also struggling with educational, with learning and reading and writing and stuff. Because here in Delft we have most of that learners just sitting in the street doing nothing. But now they know there is a place where they can go to upskill their education, and at the end of the day they have a job to go to. So yeah, we are the persons with
I like that. See the
label,
not the label. Yeah, because most of the time it's about labeling people.
Yes.
You've got autistic,
Yes.
you've got this, you've
Yes,
got
I
that.
have that degree and I have this one and that. So we the autistic people, we are there for the learners who can work with them.
Also. And with what kind of learning needs are you finding out that some of the young ones have? Apart
Yes,
from
we are
reading, right?
working with the autism, ADHD.
Different spectrum?
Yes, ADHD and dyslexia, that kind of.
So, but you said earlier on as well that you do support the parents as well, because sometimes, from what I know, with some of the people, parents I've seen, they're embarrassed about it. They don't know how to, especially if it's a really, how to address it. How important is it for raising awareness, within the community?
It's very important because we had a parent here now that also told us that a child was by Oasis and the child finished with school and that child is just sitting at home. And she went all over asking, is there maybe a facility where they can further their studies or where they can go to gain skills or something. And that parent told me at that time there was nobody, nothing. So the child is just sitting at home. So that is why we're reaching out now. We are getting more exit plans for the parents, for that learners. Because one parent also told me now, the child told her, I want to go back to school. But for the counselors, he told that I don't want to go back to school, I want to go to a school where I can work with my hands and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Thank you, and well done for the work
So we hope
that you're
we're
doing.
going to get more of that exit plans here in the area to
We'll get your details, after as well, but we'll come back for that. All right. Thank you for that education.
Department of Education, you can explain to you.
We're just going round to find out what everybody is here for, just to raise an awareness. So can you tell us a little bit about what you're promoting here today?
We are here to assist everyone with schools, learners. We do new applications and we do follow-ups as well. So as soon as the learners get accepted, they can come here and they can check the status of the application.
Okay. That's awesome. So from what age?
From grade R until grade 11.
Awesome. Well done.
No
we
problem.
need more children educated. So thank you.
I will start, they are all from Touching Nations.
Okay.
This is Naomi. Naomi is one of the counselors that we have.
Okay.
And Brenda is the administrator. And Karen is one of the ex-CHWs that we had, but she's still so much in love with Touching Nations that she's here. Tina is the administrator. Then we have Sister Fell at the back who's running the wellness clinic there.
Awesome. Well done for all you do.
She's the project manager of the Social Employment Fund. She can explain that part better to you. That's also Touching Nations. No?
Can you do that just briefly? What does that mean? We've already seen the mobile clinic there. So can you explain a little bit more?
Okay, so the Social Employment Fund is part of the presidential stimulus. So we take unskilled people that comes and then we give them employment. But with the employment, we need to give them skills so they can be employable to other companies and that they can find better work opportunities. Currently, they are working 8 days per month and they work 2 days per week. That is how we divide it, and 8 hours a day in the community. We do GBV and we do home-based care.
Thank you for your work in the community. We appreciate it. Okay, can you tell us what your organization is about and what you do?
Okay, my name is Nokonaba Angela Mandlandi. I work at Masitendele. We are a drop-in center. Drop-in center means that we work with children who are school-going age, who are not in school and who have never been to school. So we have a morning program where we teach them basic numeracy, basic literature. So by the time they get to school, at least they have an idea of what their school environment is supposed to be like. While we are doing that, we are referring them to the Department of Education, where they are assessed to see their level of intelligence and what grade they are supposed to be in. So we place them in school. So with that, with those children, we also do, with their parents, we do parenting workshops just to strengthen the family and to assist the parent to cope with all the challenges that they have been through before, so that they can support the children accordingly going forward. So we also have the after school care program, which we assist the children with recreational activities, homework, spelling and devotion. So we feed, with all those children, we feed them and do activities with them. And we also work at schools where we do counseling, girl power, YOLO and CHOMI, and loss and grief counseling. Those are the groups work that we do at schools. So we also have the OVC program, which is the orphan and vulnerable children, for children who are affected and infected by HIV/AIDS. We also have the psychosocial support for adults, which we do skills empowerment for our adults. Yeah, that's
Thank
basically
you. Wow,
it.
there's a lot that you do. We know Master Tembele well in terms of the work you do, skills development. We
Yes.
saw the crochet and the sewing recently, and we've been to a lot of events. Thank you for what you're doing in the community.
Thank you so
And
much.
shout out to Antamina and the team.
Yes, thank you.
Wow, sister, what a day. Thank you for going around with us. We really, really honor you and celebrate you and your team for coming together in collaboration, to do this. And I'm hoping things like this, I know it's not easy, but things like this can continue so that the people who really need it can benefit. Because sometimes, yes, there's the issue of them getting transport to go and meet all those who are here, but now they can walk, over here, and it's still busy, in most of the places that I can see here. So what message in closing do you want to send out to anyone, out there?
I just want to say thank you to all the stakeholders that was here today. And it's a pleasure to work in collaboration with everyone. And yeah, we need to thank the community of Delft also for coming out today, because they are the people who need this. As Mr. Lefleur said, they are the people that need this, and we are pleased. So for all the others that come out, and we are happy to have you here as well. But as I said, this is not the first and the last. We do this a lot, but this one is a very big success, because I really didn't expect all of these people to pitch. But it was a huge success, and I think the next one will be bigger and better than this.
Yes, that's the
Shout
whole
out to
idea.
Touching Nations.
Shout out to Touching Nations and every other team that was here. Thank you very much. Well, that's all we've got time for today. Till next time, guys, we'll be back to celebrate more with you, to showcase things like this that are happening in the community. And please keep supporting. Touching Nations, ANOVA program. Who else can I see here? Legal Aid, All Mutual, Department of Health, Equilibrium, Masutembele, the Metro North Education, Medical Male Circumcision people, and task. Apply.
Yeah, I
Thank
say
you.
it is an honor to work with all these people, and that we can work as one, just to make sure that the whole of Delft, that they get all the health services and all the social services that they needed, that the help is given to them.
Thank
And
you.
if there's anything that the community needs, they must know Touching Nations are here at Mandela Peace Park. We're at Blikkiesdorp, and we are at Zoe's, where they can get hold of the sisters. at the wellness sites, especially those people or where we didn't receive the referrals yet for the home-based care patients, the palliative care patients that need to be washed and wounds that need to be done. They feel free, they can stop the nurses in the road, the CHWs, and say, listen, yeah, I got a patient here that needs help. Here is the letter of the doctor, and then they can bring it to us, and from there
And
we'll
get the
take it
support.
forward. Yes, we will
Thank
provide
you.
them with the
We
support.
will share all the details as well at the end. Remember, touching nations, and that's what they're doing. They're starting with one community at a time, one person at a time. Take care till next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. Love you all.
Okay. Thank